Marriage vows. Maybe you have never heard or shared Christian marriage vows, or maybe they've grown old and you would like to renew your vows. You may want to have a special ceremony with your church leadership where you can state your vows to each other in a public setting. Now, here is an example of generic Christian vows for the groom and the bride.
Mother or bride. This is a constant and interesting topic of discussion in our seminars. In many traditional patriarchal cultures, the mother holds a unique influence over her sons, especially after they get married. Many a son is
Mhm.
caught between loyalty to his mother and paying attention to his wife. It is a very unhealthy, strong, and controlling power that the mother has. For a healthy family unit, a husband needs to heed the call to love his wife, not his mother. Yes, he should honor his father and mother, but his first loyalty is his priority and focus is to his wife. Only then can there be a healthy husband wife relationship. For many, this is not an easy transition.
Sacrificial love. We encourage everyone in our seminar to read this book by Tim and Kathy Keller, The Meaning of Marriage, Facing the Complexities of Commitment with the Wisdom of God. There are lots of wonderful books and studies on marriage and family, probably in languages around the world. But Janice and I would say that this one is one of the best we've read. And the reason is Tim Keller understands the differences between traditional and modern marriages and discusses both of these and both the strengths and flaws of these two different worlds. Keller leads the reader into the mystery of the Christian marriage, which takes you into a profound discussion from Ephesians 5, where it says, Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, and so on. In short, this statement is a call for sacrificial love, each for the other, for the betterment of the other. Now, Tim and Kathy Keller call it sacrificial authority and sacrificial submission. Each of these two calls model Christ, who is both the head of the church and also the one who submits to the Father. And the purpose is that as husband and wife, we make each other beautiful and glorious as Christ does the church. Singleness. What about singles who never get married? Now, in traditional cultures, it is assumed everyone will get married. The Old Testament doesn't really have a place for the single person. The blessing of life is through marriage and childbearing. But in the New Testament, with the New Age, a person's true identity is not based on family or gender, but on their relationship with Jesus Christ. Every person, whether married or single, has value because they are created in the image of God. But more than that, every person in the kingdom has hope because of the resurrection, where there will be no marriage. Our ultimate future is not in family, but in the kingdom of God. Societies in both traditional and modern worlds say that celibacy deprives a person of sexual life. Rodney Clapp writes in his book, Families at the Crossroads, Beyond Traditional and Modern Options. What a fitting title for the module that we have here. He says this, ironically, both the old-fashioned and the newfangled views are sex-obsessed. The old-fashioned is obsessed with sex because it sees sex as uniquely corrupted, dirty but necessary for procreation. Now, the newfangled is obsessed with sex because it sees sex as utterly necessary to any full and happy life.
Family and food. I wonder if we could say Families who eat together stay together. In fact, some people define the
Hmm.
family as those that eat together. Also, interestingly, the original Latin meaning of company is the one who eats bread with you. In traditional French culture, the word for fireplace was focus, the central place where everyone gathered to cook food and enjoy it, a focus around the table. Strange, isn't it, that with central heating in the global north, where heating comes from a part of the home that is hidden away, we
Hmm.
have lost the focus of the fireplace, where we gather to eat and fellowship. Regardless of the table or the fireplace, sharing food together is the way to bring the family together and make the home intimate again.
Family within family. As traditional cultures in most parts of the world continue to modernize, and the modern world becomes more complicated with varied types of relationships, we need the church. The community of God must become the larger umbrella, the safe space for all family formations. In God's family, we find true belonging, real identity, and acceptance. While the church has often failed in this, when Jesus said, "Leave your family and follow me," he is calling all of us to a commitment of community deeper and beyond that even of the family commitment.